Welcome back to the show. Today we're making focaccia con cipolle. 600 grams of white flour, 5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 onions. You can also have 3 or 4. You can actually add as many as you want. 2 teaspoons of dry yeast, 3 teaspoons of sugar, 100 grams of milk, 200 grams of water, 3 tablespoons of plain tomato sauce. Okay, the first step is activating the yeast. Putting our milk, and be careful, it only has to warm up to 37 degrees, so it's actually barely warm. We're going to add our 2 teaspoons of dry yeast. So now we put our 2 teaspoons of sugar. And be careful, your flame should be on only for like the first 30 seconds. After that, make sure to turn it off. And as long as the milk is warm, our yeast should activate properly. We're going to be adding the milk with the yeast to the flour, water, salt. We're adding our olive oil. And with a fork, we're going to start mixing it. Dust with some flour your surface and start mixing with our hands. And what you want to do is fold it back onto itself. And keep folding it. Almost there. Shape it into a ball. There we go. Touch of olive oil so it doesn't stick. And to make 2 cuts so it can rise a bit faster. Okay, and we're gonna cover it with the lid and we're going to wait until it doubles in size. Usually it's gonna take about 1 hour. In the meantime, we're gonna cut the onions for our topping of the focaccia. If you don't know how to cut onions, you should go check out the video. I'll put it somewhere here or there. We show you how to cut onions, but not only that, but also how not to cry while cutting onion. We cut all of them successfully without crying. Look at my eye, clean, like a baby. And now we're gonna add some olive oil to the, of course, to the onions. Add a little bit of water. As we go, we might add more. Some salt, black pepper. So we're going to cover them, keep them at low flame. Check them in about like 3-4 minutes and mix them around. And then we're gonna add one more ingredient. Cool, it's been a couple of minutes. Checking out the onions. Mix them up a little bit. You can add just a little more water. Another 3 minutes. The onions started to get softer, great. We're gonna add just a little touch of tomato sauce, plain tomato sauce, okay, without anything in it, no herbs, nothing. And we'll cover it for 3 more minutes and then they're ready. So our dough has doubled in size. Whatever you're gonna use for the oven, you can line it with some olive oil and we're gonna do the stesura.
Stesura.
Okay, so start expanding the dough. You can make it as thin or thick as you want, so the wider you make it, the thinner it will be, but it will also be a bit more crunchy. We have it on the tray. We're gonna wait another 20 minutes because it's still going to rise a little bit. Preheat the oven at 400 Fahrenheit, and then we'll go with the onions on top and put it in the oven.
Right.
Okay, great. I feel like this recipe has been too serious.
Yeah.
We didn't have alarms going off. We didn't have any hiccups. So what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes? We don't know. Well, for now, all we know is, guess what? We're gonna use some olive oil, put it on here. You know, just a dash. Then we're gonna get our onions that they are ready to go. We're gonna have them on top. All right. Hey, by the way, you can do this without the onions. Put your olive oil, some rosemary and salt, then you make a plain focaccia. Last dash of olive oil. We're also gonna add a pinch of salt on top. "25 minutes, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This beauty is gonna come out in about 25. Check it in 25. If you want it more crunchy, leave it for 30. If you want it softer, take it out. Boom. You don't understand unless you make it. So if you like the recipe, remember to subscribe, and also go check out how to make a burger in 10 minutes in the next video.